say. Hello, my name is Barbara. My last name is Bakalatova, which comes from the Czech language, and I myself was born in Prague, Czechoslovakia. I do photographs, and presently we are in the Emerald Art Center in Springfield, where I have a current show of my photographs called Inspired. And it's called Inspired because that's the state of being that I am in. And I have listed things and I have shown things on the wall that are inspiring to me, which includes nature in its wonderful patterns and complexities. Also the nude that is so universal and so multidimensional. And I'm not afraid of the nude. I love the nude in nature. I love the nude in environments or in places that are evoking. And I also like to experiment. So part of my photography work is truly experimental with techniques I have developed through play. Now here, for instance, is a picture of a horse that is an example of my experimental work. It goes towards a look of a painting rather than a photograph, and that's what the experimental part of my work is. So here is an example of an inspiration that I mentioned earlier. There was a piece of driftwood on the banks of Umpqua River, and when I saw it, I felt so inspired by the shapes of the limbs of the tree that no longer was standing but was there. So I put up my tripod and started playing with this piece of wood, and it made a whole series, and this is one of them called the driftwood. And I personally, it's one of my favorites of the nude. So here is one example of my experimental work, and I'll describe the technique here. I took a photograph in a small format, and over the photograph I have melted crayons. I use a pool iron, and I melted some crayons to create texture and painterly look. And then I brought some flowers, some blooms from outside and laid them on the photograph, and then rephotographed the whole thing once more. And this is the result of it. So that's one of the techniques that I discovered through play and just curiosity. Here with that male nude, I had to be creative, and I put a Japanese maple leaf where in the past used to be the fig leaf, in order to conform with the rules of this exhibiting place, which is the wonderful Emerald Art Center in Springfield. And this show runs through the month of March 2022, and I welcome everyone to come and take a look, leave a comment in my comment book, or contact. I'm open to collaboration, whether it's illustration for books or anything else. In this picture, you see a reflection of me bending over a puddle. There's a stick that was sitting or floating in the part of the puddle, and I just bent it over and saw this wonderful shape that I then captured on the camera that is right by my waist. And it was just a wonderful moment. And the colors are brought up through saturation, but that's all that I have done as far as manipulating the photograph or working with the photograph. There's also a vignette. But otherwise, this is what nature does when we come close to it and when we take interest in it.
Bye.